Who you are and how you're listening in.
There's no reason for increased volume. I am scanning your interrogatives quite satisfactorily. I am the voice of Night Industry 2000's microprocessor, KITT for easy reference, a KIT if you prefer.
No, I don't.
Listen, it lands a little differently in 2023, doesn't it? We've come a long way. It used to be that shows like Knight Rider highlighting artificial intelligence were pure fantasy. But now, big swallow, AI is actually part of our everyday lives. And my next guest says there are so many ways artificial intelligence can help us in our day-to-day tasks. Tech expert, good friend of the show, Sarah Kimmel with Family Tech is joining me. Good to see you.
Yes, you too.
I'm scared of AI, and you can't convince me otherwise. You're going to try to put your techie positive spin on it, but I saw the 60-minute special, and I think it's here to take down humanity. What say ye? What say ye?
Well, a lot of that comes from Terminator and Skynet and robots taking over the world, but it can actually be super, super helpful, and we'll talk all about it.
Is 10% of my fear valid?
Sure, a little bit, yeah. I mean, and Biden just signed some regulations yesterday, so like pay attention to those, but it's going to be good, I promise.
All right, so are we talking today as we talk about how AI can help not just in tech circles or technology spheres, but how it can help the household? Are we using a certain AI technology in particular or just AI in general?
A little bit of both. There's going to be specific products that we're going to talk about, but there's also general AI. And a lot of people get confused as to what AI actually is.
Yes.
And kind of conflate it with other things. So we'll talk about that.
You'll educate us as we
Yes,
go.
for sure.
You've seen that clip from the Today Show where Katie Couric says, I'm sorry, what is internet? I feel like right now, you're going to look back in 10 to 20 years and have me saying, what is AI? Okay.
It's this box.
Yeah, thank you. A few tasks AI can help with around the house. First, you say it can help write your holiday year-end letter.
Yes, for sure. So ChatGPT is really good at language. So use it to help you with your language. So I put in a little prompt, okay, write an end of the year letter for a family of 4 with kids that are this age. And it totally spit out like a really valid end of the year letter. You just pop in whatever you want, edit it, don't just be like, okay, yeah, that's good. And go with it, but it can give you a really good starting place or first draft to just make that job a whole lot easier.
People are going to be like, oh, that Sarah Kimmel went to grammar school over the years.
Exactly, no, for sure.
You're a good writer as it is, but can you program or request of it to be like warm in tone or more thoughtful in tone?
Yeah, for sure. You can really, the more specific you get with your prompt, the better the result is going to be.
Okay.
So if you're going to say like, write a really warm holiday themed letter that does this, then it's going to take that into consideration.
Wouldn't that be funny if we saw a resurgence in end of year holiday letters?
Right.
Simply because, I think we're seeing a resurgence in people saying yes to church talks.
Yeah.
Because they know AI can help them out for better or for worse. I'm just saying, okay, photo editing. How can AI help with photo editing?
So this is where a lot of people are really going to embrace AI because the Google Pixel just came out with AI baked in where you take a few pictures and you can say, oh, okay, I want the eyes from this one and like make a mashup of all these pictures so you can get the absolute perfect picture.
So this is what photographers do with editing, right? If my 6-year-old is looking off into the distance picking his nose in one photo, she can swap out his head for a different one.
Yeah, and now AI can just do that for you. Like the
Wow.
Google Pixel can just do that. And you can also use AI generation in like Adobe Photoshop where I can highlight something and there's a photo bomb. There's a guy in the background. I can highlight it and turn him into a tree. And then now it's a tree and the photo looks completely real.
So how techy or how savvy, Sarah, do you have to be? I feel like right now, as far as pictures in AI, what we're seeing the most is like, oh, look how goofy this photo looks. Like, you know what I mean? They've juxtaposed a cat's face. There's these weird errors that are happening. So how savvy do you have to be to get an actual realistic looking photograph?
Not savvy at all. Like I have a video, I think it's playing, that I just highlighted the person in the background and say, turn into a tree. And that was it.
And it was done.
And it was done.
Okay, this is crazy. Home automation. How can AI help with that?
So most of you are actually probably using AI in this home automation already and not even realizing
You're grinning.
it.
You're like, Brooke, you fool. It's already in your life.
You already have it.
Okay.
So like my Nest, it learns when I'm turning the thing on and off or turning it up or down.
Yes.
And then it just starts doing that automatically for you.
I've seen that, okay.
Yes, so that is AI. So it's going to learn your habits and your processes, and it's just going to start doing that kind of stuff for you already.
In a way that we might not even know. We might just think, oh, that was effortless or easy.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, my house is always the perfect temperature. I don't know how that happened.
Bye, George, how did this happen? How can AI help us plan a vacation?
So what personal AI can do, so something like Google Bard is an AI system, kind of like ChatGPT, where I can ask it a question and it can go through my Gmail, my Google Drive and everything and give me personal results. So I can say, hey, when is my flight to Dallas? And then it goes through, oh, okay, I found your flight in your Gmail or something and say, oh, your flight to Dallas is on this day. So you can really get personalized results if you give it access to your personal files. But going through that, and then you can say, okay, what is there to do in Dallas? And then it can give you some more results of personalized things that would interest you.
Have you done that, unchecked those boxes and given it just access to your inbox?
In one of my accounts, yes.
Okay.
Not my work account.
Okay, sure. Got to have security and boundaries somewhere.
Yeah.
Finally, you say AI can help us summarize reviews and articles.
Yeah, so Amazon is actually already doing this. If you go to specific products on Amazon, you go to the bottom and it will have a AI generated review. And what it does, it's taking all of the reviews and giving you some highlights from all of the reviews. So you don't have to go through every single review and like figure out what's good and what's bad about the product.
Yeah.
It's going to generate that for you. Or if you're browsing through articles, if you have Google, you can have an AI generated summary at the top.
Okay.
And it just kind of summarizes the whole article and you're like, oh, okay, I'm good. You know.
Okay. You do have a warning about using chatbots like ChatGPT.
Yeah, so ChatGPT is a language model. Like I said, it's really good at generating language. But what it can do is lie to you. So don't use it as a search engine. A lot of people will try to use it just as a search engine, and it will generate results based on what it thinks you want to hear, and it might lie to you. So like, what's a great taco place? They're like, oh, this great taco place and is located at this place, and that totally is fabricated.
Okay, it just thinks that that's what you want to know.
Exactly.
It's like a mother talking to its child.
Right.
Like, yes, we will go to the playground soon. In 2 weeks. Really quickly, just because I'm personally curious, what is one area where you see it progressing in the future that might help us in the household sphere?
Yeah, so one thing I can see happening is like your Roomba, it detects that there's a spill or something, and it automatically goes and cleans it up for you. Or it's scanning through your pantry and it sees that you are out of a specific cereal and it just orders it for you automatically. I definitely see these like really close on the horizon.
See, downfall of humanity. We're not even going to need to like know that we're out of rice checks.
Exactly.
Okay.
It'll just come to your house automatically.
Sarah, thank you so much. Where can we find more from you?
I'm Family Tech on all social platforms.
Appreciate your positive spin, and she does give great information for the families out there wanting to use tech to better their lives. So Family Tech, thank you so much.
No problem.